So we are talking about the trigonometric function in which we are seeing the values of trigonometric function at different quadrant. So in previous class you have seen this figure. We are considering a unit circle which having radius 1 and we are taking a point P with the boundary a comma b coordinate, and we have already shown that the coordinate of point P will be also cos x or sin x, where x is the angle at the center. So we have discussed already, as we are this point is moving on the boundary of a circle, then their corresponding angle x will be increasing. Clear? So this point get different position, and we know that one quadrant is equal to pi by 2. So 2 quadrant pi, 3 quadrant pi by 2 plus pi, that is 3 pi by 2, and all 4 quadrant, that is 2 pi. So we are measuring the angle in radian. According to that, we have values of the trigonometric ratio. So with the help of this you can say, as we are saying here cos x. So x is the angle. Suppose here if you take x, then x is 0. Clear? So when this point coincide with the A, means P coincide with the A, then x equal to 0. So when x equal to 0 means cos 0, this point P coincide with A. So cos 0 equal to 1. So we are right here cos 0 equal to 1. Similarly, sin x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, it means sin 0 should be equal to 0. Right? So similarly, when this point P, we have already discussed this, so I am not writing again. So P coincide with D, only review is there. So P coincide with the point D, then angle covered by this point is pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. So value of cos pi by 2 will be 0. Similarly, sin pi by 2 1. Now again this point P coincide with the point C. So angle formed is pi. When P coincide with the C, then this x coordinate is -1 or y coordinate is 0. Clear? So in that case, we have value of cos pi. That is cos pi equal to -1. Then sin pi is 0. Clear? Similarly, when this angle or this point P coincide with the D, so angle covered by this point is pi plus pi by 2, that is 3 pi by 2. Clear? So 3 pi by 2, if you put here the x, then this point P coincide with the D, that is cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Then sin 3 pi by 2 is -1. And again this point coincide with the point A. After completing one round, this point P coincide with the point A. So angle formed at that time when this point P coincide with the A, that is 2 pi. After completing one round, the angle is 2 pi. So what we get the values, that is cos 2 pi equal to 1, or sin 2 pi, that is 0. So we get sin cos 2 pi 1 and sin 2 pi 0. So in this way you can find the all trigonometric ratios for the different theta at the coordinate axis. We are talking about at the coordinate axis. On the axis, what is the values of trigonometric ratio according to different values of angle. So after completing one round, suppose you take to start second round. So you can say if it complete one round and again it start and move at the point B. After completing one round, again start second round and this point P coincide with the B. A already we say that is angle 2 pi. So what will be the angle? 2 pi plus pi by 2. Because one round is complete, then angle formed is 2 pi. Now if second round is started, then what is the value of that one? After completing one round, if the point again moving to cover the next angle, so the value will be remain same as in the first round. Because you get 2 pi plus pi by 2, then again at the B. So whatever the value of B in previous case, that we have to send for this. And if we get C, so the same coordinate of the point C. So after completing 1.5 round. Similarly at D, then again one round plus this second round, and then again complete 2 round. Means 2 pi plus 2 pi, 4 pi. So when x equal to 4 pi, then again the same value as these. Cos 2 pi 1. So cos 4 pi 1. Sin 2 pi 0. Sin 4 pi 0. So after completing one round, we can say there is no change as in the case of the first. Or in other words, you can say after completing one round, the values are repeated. Value of sin and cos will be repeated. How can you say? Like we know that value of sin 2 pi is 0. Again if you complete one round, it will total 2 round taken. After 2 revolution, we can say the value of sin 4 pi, because this point at the A. So coordinate again same. So 4 sin 4 pi 0, cos 4 pi 1. So after completing one round, in second round whatever point move, that value will be same as in the first. Means after one complete round, sin x and cos x are repeated. Clear? The values are repeated. Clear? So what we write here? This is important. We write this. Sin 2n pi plus x equal to sin x. After completing one round, like sin 2 pi plus x. Second term, then again it is sin x. Or 2 round, then again that is x. Clear? So the value of the sin 2n pi plus x is equal to sin x. Like you can say sin 60 is same as sin 360 plus 60, or sin 30 is same as sin 2 pi plus 30, and 360 plus 30, that is 390. So sin 390 is equal to sin 30. Means after completing one round, whatever taken in second round or third round or fourth round or fifth round, the value will be same as in the first. Means this is a time interval. Time interval of 2n pi. Why we write 2n pi? 2n pi n may be integer. Like n belongs there. Integer means if you are putting n equal to 0, so it is 0. So sin 0 value will be 0. Clear? If you are putting n equal to 1, so theta will be 2 pi. Clear? X equal to 2n pi. If you are putting n equal to 1, then it is 2 pi. So after 2 pi means it complete one round. So sin 2 pi 0, sin 0 0, sin 2 pi also 0. Clear? Similarly, you can take n 2. So theta will be 2 into 2, 4 pi. So again 4 pi means this complete 2 round, 1 and 2. So after completing 2 round, point again at the point A or coincide with A. So again value of sin 4 pi will be 0. So this is the time interval. After this time interval, the values of sin are repeated. This is clear? Similarly, in cos also we have cos 2n pi plus x equal to cos x. Means again here we have interval of 2 pi. N equal to you can take 0, then it is 0. So value of cos 0 is 1. If your n equal to 2 pi, so cos 2 pi 1. If n equal to 2, 4 pi, cos 4 pi 1. So after completing one round, cos is also again repeating the value. So this is the formula. Here we have also write sin x equal to 0. Now at what angle sin x equal to 0? So you can say this is 0. Sin x equal to 0. So x 0 at what angle? When point P coincides with A. So how many possible cases are there where the point P coincides with the point A? Correct? So like here starting, that is x equal to 0, then sin 0 is 0. Now after completing one round, and here also 0, this is also 0. So sin x is 0. So what angle? Here covered pi. So value of pi. When complete one round, this point again coincide with, after completing one revolution, P coincide with A. So again sin pi, 2 pi is 0. Then 2 pi plus this, then sin is 0. We are taking coordinate of this point. Clear? Then 4 pi 0. Then 5 pi 0. 6 pi 0. 7 pi 0. So at all the value of sin x will be 0 if x similarly in negative direction. Here plus minus y, right? If you are taking in this direction, point is moving. So again this to this point will coincide with this. So sin x, y coordinate 0. So at what point? Where x equal to minus pi. From this clockwise direction complete one round, then again P coincide with A. So that is 0. So we can say at minus 2 pi. So this is, remember formula, sin x will be 0 for all integral multiple of pi. This is these values are not integral multiple of pi. 0 plus minus 0 plus pi plus 2 pi plus 3 pi 4 pi. And if you are taking a negative direction, then sin x equal to 0. If x equal to 0, minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. So this is again integral multiply. Now what case of the cos? You can say cos x equal to 0. So when this moving point P coincide with the different situation either with A or B or C or D. So you have to take x coordinate of the point P. Suppose cos 0, then it is 1. Cos pi by 2, 0. Cos pi minus 1. Cos 3 pi by 2, 0. Then cos 2 pi 1. And in this way. So you can say cos x will be 0 at odd multiple of pi by 2. Odd by pi by 2, 1 into pi by 2, 3 into pi by 2, 5 into pi by 2. These are odd number 1, 3, 5. So this is the odd multiple of pi by 2. So all odd multiple of pi by 2 cos x will be 0. Clear? Now you can write this formula in short form. Thus sin x equal to 0 if x equal to n pi, n log g, n log z, that is integral. So whenever we get the multiple of pi, sign will be always this. Suppose you take n equal to 0, then x 0. 0 is sin 0. N equal to 1, x equal to pi. So sin pi is also 0. 2 pi 0. 3 pi, and in this way you can put any value of n, corresponding value of sin will be 0. Now in the case of the cos. In cos you can say we have odd multiple of pi by 2. So that can be written as cos x equal to 0 if x equal to odd number can be written as 2n plus 1. This is the always odd number. This is the formula or representing the odd number in the form of 2n plus 1. So odd multiple of pi by 2. Like n equal to 0, if you put as cos, this is pi by 2. So that is pi by 2. Cos pi by 2, 0. 1 if you put, then 2 plus 1, 3 pi by 2. Cos 3 pi by 2, 0. 5 pi by 2, 0. So any negative or positive you can take n. So this is also important formula. We get these two values. Clear? Sin x equal to 0 if x equal to n pi and cos x equal to 0 if x equal to odd multiple of pi by 2. And secondly what we say here interval of 2 pi, the value of sin x and cos x is intersect. So when you get the values of sin and cos, we can find the values of other trigonometric ratio also. Other means, like if you want to find the value of cosec x, so we know that cosec x equal to 1 upon sin x. If you know the value of cosec x, then value of sin 1 upon sin. So with the knowledge of sin x, we get, if we have knowledge of sin x or value know sin x, then you can find the value of cos x, where x not equal to n pi. We are saying here x should not equal to n pi. Why? Because when x equal to n pi, so value of sin will be 0. So 1 upon 0 not defined. So to find the value of cosec x, sin x should not be 0. Now at what angle sin x is 0? At this angle, x equal to n pi. Sin x equal to 0. So this not equal to that. Similarly, you can find sec x is 1 upon cos x. Again, x not equal to odd multiple of this, because at this point cos is 0 and 1 upon 0 is not defined. That's why we can write. This is clear? X not equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So sec x equal to 1 by cos x. This is clear? Now after getting sin cos, we can find the value of tan x. So tan x equal to sin x upon cos x. We know the value of sin x of cos x of any these angles. Then sin x upon cos. But in the denominator cos x naught should be 0. So here again x naught equal to 2n plus pi by 2. Now if you know the value of tan, you can find the value of cot x either with the help of tan x or with the help of formula cos x upon sin x, where x not equal to n pi, because in the denominator there is a sin x, and if you take x as any n pi, then that will be 0. So 0 divide any number that is not determined form. That's why cot x. So we get all 6 trigonometric ratios: sin x, cos x, cosec x, sec x, tan x, and cot x. So at the coordinate axis, we have find the value of all trigonometric ratios with the help of these formulas. This is very important circle. All trigonometric basic will depend on this. And we are taking here radius is 1. That's why this is 1 unit. So coordinate on x-axis 1 0. Coordinate on y-axis, this is again 1 unit 0 1. Coordinate on negative axis, that is minus 1 0. Coordinate on negative y-axis 0 1. So at all coordinate axes, we have to find the value of 6 trigonometric ratios. This is clear? first column we are given the three trigonometric ratios sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. And then we have taken the theta. Now theta has different value from the 0 we start. And in that case you see this is 0. Now this is in radian. In that case we are writing a 30 degree. Now 30 degree convert into radian, that is pi by 6. Then 45 in radian pi by 4. Then 60 in radian pi by 3. Clear? Then 90 in radians will be pi by 2. Now after pi by 2 we take more some angle here like in the circle, that is pi. After this pi by 2 we have pi. After pi we have 3 pi by 2. After 3 pi by 2 it is 2 pi. Now after 2 pi we are not taking, because after 2 pi again values are repeated. Means 2 pi plus 0 then this value. 2 pi plus pi by 6 this value. 2 pi plus pi by 4 this value. So after completing one round all value will be repeated. Clear? So you already know sin 0 is 0. Sin pi by 6 1 by 2. Sin pi by 4 1 upon root 2. Then sin pi by 3, that is sin 60, that is root 3 by 2. Then sin pi by 2 1. This is already we know. Similarly for cos you know, cos 0 is 1 root 3 by 2 1 by root 2 1 by 2 0. This you know. Now sin upon cos, that is 10. Sin theta upon cos theta 10. So sin 0 upon cos 0. 0 upon 1 0. Then 1 by 2 upon root 3 by 2. That is 1 by root 3. Then this part is 1. Root 3 by 2 upon 1 by 2. That is root 3. By 1 by 0, that is not defined. So this table we already know. Now next we have to find the value of pi. So already we find the value of sin pi is 0. So you can write it 0. Then sin 3 pi by 2 minus 1. Sin 2 pi 0. Similarly for cos pi minus 1. Cos 3 pi by 2 0. At the coordinate axis we already discussed. And then cos 2 pi 1. Similarly now sin upon cos 0 upon minus 1. 0 minus 1 upon 0 not equal. 0 upon 1 0. So in this way you can find a value. So for any angle 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, any angle is there, then you have to find the values of the So we are taking again similar unit circle, and coordinate of the point P we are taking A and B, means up to this you can say this is A and this is B, this is 1 unit. Now suppose again you move in negative direction, like here we are moving in positive direction. If we are moving in negative direction, means theta is negative, in that case also you join this point to this, that is suppose P dash, and join perpendicular from the point P dash on x axis. So this is minus x. Now our x is converted into minus x. Yes. So coordinate of this P dash we can consider as a q. So coordinate of this will be in fourth quadrant. The value of x is positive, but the value of y will be negative. But distance are same. This is b, then this is also b. If this is 1 or this is x a, then this is a. So coordinate of q will be the same, but sign will change for y only. Clear? So the coordinate of q will be a minus b. This is clear. In coordinate geometry you already see, if the point P in first quadrant is both coordinate values or coordinates are positive. But if it is in 4, then its value are x positive and y will be negative. Clear? So we get the coordinate of the point Q. Here this angle will be also x. This r equal to this angle. Here this is x, and that is equal to r. Clear? Now in this triangle, while we are drawing, we want to find sine of the trigonometric function. Sine of the metric function. This is clear? Sine of the trigonometric function. So we see how to find the sine of the trigonometric function. Values of sine. Suppose angle we are taking here theta equal to minus x. So what is the value of sine of minus x? That is, we are considering the negative angle. Clear? So you can say, already we are saying the coordinate of point P is considered as cos x and sin x. Clear? Then what is the coordinate of Q? That will be same cos x. Now cos x is minus x. Here in clockwise direction if we are moving, then our theta is in negative. So that is minus x. And the value of this will be minus of b. Clear? So this is minus of b sin x. In general, if you are writing the coordinate of Q, as you know that coordinate of P is cos x and sin x. Suppose you can consider in this way, then angle is cos minus x, sin minus x. So what is the value? Value of the cos x should be A. Value of cos minus x equal to A. And value of sin minus x equal to minus B. So what is the value of A? That is cos x. A को हम क्या लिखते हैं? Cos x and B को sin x. So A can be replaced by cos x. So what we get? Cos of minus x equal to cos x. This is very important. And sin of minus x equal to minus B. B means sin x. Here we are comparing the coordinates for the here say we are comparing the coefficients for P and Q. In general, we are taking the coordinate of the point P as cos x and sin x. And similarly, you take the point for coordinate Q cos minus x and sin minus x. These two we are comparing, putting the values of A on both sides. So you can say here cos minus x should be equal to cos x. And similarly, sin may be replaced by this. So putting the value of A as a cos x and B as sin x and simplify. So we get very important result that always sin of minus x is equal to minus sin x. This is minus sin. And cos of minus x equal to cos x. This formula is very important. Sin of negative x is equal to minus into sin x. And cos of negative x will be again same as cos x. Means value of cos x and value of cos minus x both are same. There is no change in for cos. But in the case of the sign, it is minus is there. Like if you want to find the value of cos minus 30 degree, value of cos minus 30 is equal to value of cos 30, that is root 3 by 2, means cos minus pi by 6 equal to cos pi by 6, that is root 3 by 2. But the value of sin minus pi by 6 should be equal to minus of sin pi by 6, that is minus 1 by 2. So case of the sin x we have to minus here, but cos is remains same. Either you have to find the negative angle or positive. In both the cases the value of sin and cos is there. Now if you know the value of sin x and cos x, you can find the other trigonometric ratios sin also. Clear? So how find? Suppose you want to find the value of cosec minus x. What will be the value of cosec minus x? That is 1 upon sin of minus x. Cosec of minus x equal to 1 upon sin of minus x. Now value of sin minus x is replaced by minus sin x. So 1 upon minus sin. So 1 upon sin x is cosec x. So what we get? Cosec minus x equal to minus cosec x. Similarly, you can find sec x for minus equal to 1 upon cos minus x. Now cos minus x is equal to plus cos x. So 1 upon cos x. So 1 upon cos x, that is sec x. So you can say here value of sec minus x will be always plus sec x. Value of sec minus x equal to sec x. There is no change in value. Sin will remain same. Now similarly tan and cot we have to find. So tan of minus x equal to sin minus x upon cos minus x. Tan of minus x can be written as sin minus x upon cos minus. So sin minus x you have to replace by minus sin x. So this is minus sin x. And cos minus x can be replaced by cos x. So again see, minus sin x upon cos x is equal to minus tan x. So we get here tan of minus x is equal to minus tan x. Clear? Similarly, we can find for the cot. So cot says cot of minus x. Cot of minus x can be written as cos of minus x upon sin of minus x. Cot x can be written as, or cot minus x can be written as cos x upon sin. Now cos minus x you have to replace by cos x. And sin minus x minus x. So what we get? Minus cot x. So overall we can observe cot of minus x equal to minus cot x. So these all 6 trigonometric ratios sin are very important. Clear? So we can divide them. Sin minus x or sin minus theta equal to minus theta. Cos minus theta equal to cos theta. Cosec minus theta is equal to minus cosec theta. Sec minus theta equal to sec theta. So tan minus x equal to minus tan. Cot minus x equal to minus. So there are 2 trigonometric ratios which change the sign, or you can say remain the in same position if you are finding for negative or positive theta. Cos x and sec x for negative angle always give the same value as for that positive value. This is very important statement. But so this cos x and sin x, so cos x and sec x are known as even function. Even function is giving the sign again positive. When we are finding for the negative, but this gives you value as a positive. And other all are odd function. So cos x and sec x are known as even function. Why even? Because their value, if you are finding for the negative theta, it will again a positive. But for other four, sine, cosec, tan and cot, that gives you value of the angle will be also negative. So that's why these are known as odd function. Clear? So this is about the sine. Now we get the two things already we know. How to find the value of the trigonometric ratio at the coordinate point for any angle, and secondly we have to find the sign of the trigonometric functions for any value of x. Which one is positive or which one will be negative, that can be found. So now here one more important thing. As the value of a and b lies between -1 and +1. See the circle. Coordinate of the point A at any position, at A or B or C or D. Value of x coordinate either 1, 0, -1. It means A lies between -1 and 1. There is no greater than value for any theta A1, or it is not less than -1. So we can say value of the A means we are taking cos x, B means we are taking sin x. So here one more important thing, you can always say sin x is always greater than equal to 1 and cos x is also greater than equal to 1, -1 and less than equal to 1. So this is also good if you are theta, take anyone. Clear? Theta may be any means any degree or radian measure like 30 degree, 60 degree, 100 degree, 200, 360, 1000 or any. The value of corresponding sin x or cos x always varies between -1 and 1. These are the limiting points. Is it clear? Always sin or cos value greater than -1 and less than 1. Clear? Now you can see sign of these according to the quadrant. You can easily find in which quadrant the value of sin and cos will be positive or negative. Like here we are taking 3 cos x sin x. So in first quadrant x is a positive or positive pi/2. So a value of a and b will be always positive. So for all these you can see the value will be in first quadrant is positive. In second quadrant if you go, you know that second quadrant x is negative. Right? Y is positive, so in this corresponding value will be there. Similarly in third and fourth quadrant, in third x and y both coordinates are negative, so we can say first one is negative, second positive, and in fourth quadrant y is negative and x is positive in this part. So according to this sign, so you can see the sign of these trigonometric ratios